thinking. Now that I'm thinking. Alright. What I who bought? Welcome in. Peace be with everyone who pops up. Oh man. I am so excited. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put, what is that? Okay, sure. Alright. Welcome. What are you about? Welcome in. Greetings. How you doing? How we doing? What's up? I haven't been live in a while, so I felt like going live. I finally got like a break. Hey. Welcome. How we been doing? Hopefully y'all been doing well. Thank you. I love you too. Appreciate it. I've been sleepy the past few days too. Energy's been wild, to say the least. Energy's been all over the place. I just been tired. Yeah, I said I was gonna go live more often, and then I just didn't. I've been busy. I've been working on the tarot classes, and that stuff's finally live. I've been doing all sorts of other things. I've just been getting stuff ready. You slept for almost the whole damn. You've been getting hard. You got hit hard with the energy. But welcome in, y'all. I really do enjoy going live. I get so entrapped in work sometimes, and it slips my mind. I have to like set like a reminder or like a timer for myself. But welcome in, y'all. How are y'all doing? Let's talk. What's up? What's going on? It don't have to be nothing like spiritual that we talk about. Just be anything. What's up? How we doing? We should just talk. We just here. We're here to talk, to connect. That's all we're here to do. That's all anyone needs to be doing anyway. Is just talk and connect and getting back out there. Yeah, it is 1000% okay to be tired. Yeah, outside is nice. I always keep the window open. I don't really I like having the outside air and stuff. Yeah, I got tarot classes. If you're interested, email me and I'll send you the information. But I got tarot classes up finally. The reason it's took me such a long time is because I had to really go to the realization that I needed to plan out some things, because I had my options were just to wait till I had everything down or just jump into it, and I decided to jump into it because when I do this class, since I'm already doing it, when we get to breaking down each card and the symbolisms, I realized that I'm gonna have to do a slideshow for every individual card, and I'm just gonna wait till we get there to worry about it. So I'm doing everything else, the astrology, the numerology, the signs of them, and just getting that stuff knocked out. Then we're gonna worry more about the symbolisms, and there's like little quizzes on them. It's not really like a graded thing, but it's just to like, I don't know. You can do quizzes. I feel like, why not? I'm not gonna grade anyone on that shit. I don't care. You know what I mean? But it's more, I feel like the quizzes are just more to like, I don't like a memory thing. I don't know. There's not like a flashcard memory game, so I guess a quiz is the best option. I don't know, but it's in Google Classroom, so it's pretty easy. I got the hang of it finally, so that's nice. I had to send the link to 2 of my friends and be like, can you test this out and make sure everything's working well? Because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. Quizlet, man. I know I could actually, because you can do links. I could go to Quizlet and do something like that. I'm gonna write that down actually. I knew I needed this notepad next to me. I knew I did. And there we go. I don't like the way that pin sounds like at all. That actually like irritated me. Ooh. I don't know what that was. Pin just sounds awful. But yeah. What do I heal? I heal myself. That's what I heal. Everyone heals himself. I can't heal anyone else. I just heal myself. But yeah. I'm having fun working on the tarot project because I I feel like another struggle with that whole tarot project is because of that whole like spider web note thing I had. I didn't know how to like. Yeah, I'm a healer. I heal myself. That's what we heal. That's what's up. People use the title healer, but they don't understand that you can't heal anyone. You just can guide people down down the path to healing. That's what a healer does. Is they just heal themselves enough to be able to guide others down. I do tarot readings, yeah. I do all sorts. I do like any type of reading, dream readings, relationship, whatever the heck. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's no worries, man. I like explaining it like that because it's like a lot of people that they'll say they're healers, but again, like being a healer is such like a vast thing um, to just say. So it's important to know that the healer is actually healing themselves and not just trying to heal others because a lot of times, because I've seen a few people do this, I'm not gonna, some people claim to be healers and what they do is they press their insecurities on other people because they don't see them instead of like self-evaluating. So all these things. I look familiar. Do I know you? You might. I don't know. I get told I look familiar to like everyone. I will go somewhere where I've never been before and just like, do I know you? Probably from a past life. I don't know. I'm just here. I'm just here in this lifetime. That's all I know. So I don't do anything. No, I do things. You're missing the whole point. The fact that I heal myself does more for the other person than anything. You can't force no one to heal. All you can do is heal yourself. If you're forcing someone else to heal, that means you got a control issue. If you feel like you can't heal, it's because you're not controlling yourself. It's still a control issue. So energy can't heal others. Well, that's the thing. Energy can heal others, but they have to accept it as their energy. Because all you do as a healer, as an energy healer, doesn't matter if it's Reiki, Sekum, doesn't matter if it's whatever the hell you're doing with energy. It doesn't matter. The other person has to accept it because all you're doing is making the energy around them more accessible and more making them more aware of it. Because all energy is around you at all times, always, and always. So that's what a healer does is it makes it more visible for that person. You don't get healed through a Reiki session. What happens is you end up becoming more vulnerable, becoming more attuned to the energetic state by being in close proximity, but whether that's visually like online or just being there in person to see what that energy is and to know what the energy is doing around you. And then it kicks in with you and it's like, oh shit, this energy's near me. And while you think you're giving someone that energy, all you're doing is empowering and boosting that energy that's already inside their energetic field so that they can feel it more because there's blockages that's keeping them from fully feeling what's around them. That's like the whole point of it being energy. You can't destroy it, you can only transmute it, and it's always around you, and it's either blocked, it's either solid, liquid, or gas, those are the three forms that we can go into. So yeah, well, Reiki is still dealing with energy, so you are talking about it because when you say energy, what do you even mean by it? Because everything's energy, so you have to define more than just saying energy because it's everything. So it does involve Reiki. You just weren't clarifying it. That's okay though. When you are healed, you can heal others. Not necessarily. You can show people the light to heal others, but you can't heal anyone. Like, that's the hard part that a lot of healers have to get, is they don't have control over that healing. It's up to the person to accept it. The angel bracelet. See, I don't remember where I got the angel bracelet. It's really just a red ribbon, not a red ribbon, a red string with a bunch of bells on it. I don't know where you could get it, but you could look up like a red string angle, a red string angle bracelet for sure. But no, you can like look up a red string angel bracelet and probably find one like on Amazon or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember where I bought mine. It was like some random email I got like 3-4 years ago, and then I like put the address in there. I sent them the money. They sent it to me, and I haven't been able to find that site or anything since. Do I have a sister? I got 2 sisters. I broke up with my girlfriend a couple months ago. Do you think we're gonna get back together? I don't know. Are you taking actions to get back together? Are you both wanting to get back together? Have I been? How I feel? I've been busy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been busy. I've been good though. I've been good busy. I did my 9-day fast. That was fun. I ended up DJing while on that fast, which was interesting to say the least. I'm almost out of honey because of it. But that was fun. I had a DJ thing on Saturday. And I rested all day on Sunday. I didn't do a damn thing. And then Monday, I got my stuff back together and started kicking things into gear. So I've been okay. I've just been busy as fuck. All over the place. Yeah, exactly. We'll be wasting our time and energy trying to heal others that aren't accepting of it. Because it's always like, it's it's more of like being aware of what energy is. Because a lot of people don't believe in energy, and that's like a, I don't know. To me, it's like scary, but it's also like really comical because friction. But we're not gonna go there today. Does it actually have bells on it? Yeah, hold on. Let me go get it. I can show you. I don't have it on right now. There it is. It's right here. Yeah. It literally, it has little bells on it. It has little angel wings on it. It's literally just like a red string with a bunch of stuff. It doesn't jingle that much though. Literally, like the ones that know how loud this gets. This isn't like, it's not even on. I'm gonna say on for purposes, I guess. I don't know. What kind of music do I play? Electronic. Yeah, it's just mainly like electronic, like dubstep and like stuff of that nature, drum and bass. I just do like really high energy sets so that people can like release and like de-stress and get rid of all those pent up emotions, because not many people in my area do that. And every time I do that, people are like, it's relaxing, like it's actually refreshing that you come here with that type of music. And it's like, it's good. So I don't know. I actually got the most compliments ever on Saturday. It was really nice. It was, a lot of people were happy about the set that I played, so it's good. Do I believe in twin flames? Just curious. Depending on what you mean by twin flames. Uh, because me personally, I've stepped away from the whole labeling things in that type of way. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I play techno sometimes too, but I step away from labeling things like that due to the way it can corrupt. Because a lot of people end up in these twin flame situations, and then they expect it to go south, or it's a lot to do with the healing journey, and it's more of like yourself, because really at the end of the day you are your twin flame if you're really going to get down with it, because all a twin flame is mirroring the sides of you that you're not showing. So I kind of don't really mess with that label, but yeah, I kind of, You could say I believe in it, but I don't really go around proclaiming it on people. You know what I mean? But I can definitely see where it comes from and why people like use those words and stuff. I personally don't use it. But yeah, I guess you could say I believe them in like a pseudo type of way. That's like a really weird answer to give to it, but it's the best I can give. But yeah, I don't know, like twin flames, rainbow flames, like whatever. What are they called? Like I don't remember all of them. Soulmates and stuff of that nature. It's interesting for sure, but at the same time, it's all just different types of resonance with yourself. It's all just different people and how they resonate with you. It's the same thing as like having a best friend, a friend, and an acquaintance. You know what I mean? They're the same thing. It's just been spiritualized by adding like a more important words on it. And personally, I feel like that puts on more emotional turmoil on people rather than just calling them the another name, because a lot of people end up in like a almost a depressive state whenever their twin flame leaves them, because they don't actualize them as like a friend or just like a person they resonate with. The labels kind of put people on pedestals and stuff. It's like a back and forth balance, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Because like I mean, like again, like I get it. I understand why people say the twin flame and stuff. It's just sometimes it can be a double edged sword. And I'm not, do what you want to do always. It's just me personally. I don't call people that. You hear a lot of a kingdom spouse. What do you mean by that? I don't really know what that means by kingdom spouse. What kingdom? And as well, where are you hearing that from? Because I haven't heard a damn thing about that yet. Um, but welcome in, y'all. I love you too. Thank you for stopping in. What is divine timing? Divine timing just means so when we're dealing with time and divine time, talks, tick tock. Tick tock goes the clock, right? We operate on ticks. The divine operates on talks. So when 1 second goes by in our realm, the divine's realm is froze, basically. They're not moving. They move on every, like, what is it? Every offbeat. I'll say every offbeat because you got to think of it kind of like in music for this. It's hard to explain like with using seconds and shit. So if you're any familiar with music, with like a 4/4 or like a 4 on the floor beat like this, right? Every time my hand goes up, that's when the divine would move. That's like divine time. Divine time is on the off beats of our time. That's like whenever we do something, the divine then does something. That's why you need to do continuous actions on the 3D for things to happen within the spiritual realm. Even though they're constantly happening, you need to have an opening for more to come in from the divine. But that's kind of how I can explain it in the best way. And yeah, exactly, Nightwolf. That's exactly it. The just twin flames are just twin flames and soulmates are just different by like how deep they like connect with each other. It's really all just like compatibility at the end of the day. So it's interesting. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's good to be up here. Let me tell you, I've if I need to like actually put like a timer on my phone to tell me when to go live, or I just will never, because I'll do something and be like, okay, I'm gonna go live, and then immediately sidetracked on something else. It's abysmal. I'm always doing something, so I gotta like. Why is your twin flame a douchebag? Do you shit? Do you want the truth of that, or do you want like the illusion of it? Because I can give you either or. I'm gonna ask you that because I could really answer why. It might not be the best, and it might not be the answer you're wanting to hear, but I can definitely give it to you if you're wanting it. You want truth? I got you. So with twin flames, they are mirrors. If your twin flame's a douchebag, it's because you're doing things to yourself that you're not appreciating, and instead of fixing that internally, it's being projected externally, and they're doing it to you to make it more apparent to you. So let's say that you have like self worth issues, and you don't have like you don't have strong confidence, and you don't have a strong backbone, you can't stand up for yourself, you don't see yourself going to high places. Your twin flame, even, and this is all happening in the realm of spirit, it's not the person, it's the spirit. So never blame the person, it's always the spirit. What goes on is that spirit picks up on you and goes, oh, you're lacking in this and that, so this is where I'm going to end up attacking you. This is why some twin flame relationships don't work, because it's either one side's not doing the work or the other side's not doing the work. It's a whole thing, and that's basically with relationships as well. But what's going on with like your twin flame being that douchebag is there's things that they have in their life that resonate with them, that they've gone through, and there's things that you've gone through, and y'all meet up together somewhere in the middle because your experiences that you've gone through match up. And instead of doing that healing on your own on the internal and really focusing it on that way, it's being projected out by them onto you to make it more apparent. And though that typically sucks, it's up for us to not grow attached to the physical. Remember that it's all a spiritual thing, and dive deep and figure out why they're doing it. What in them, what other actions doing that's triggering something in me. So again, if it's like a self-worth thing and they're making you feel unworthy, not giving you enough attention, what are you doing to derive yourself from what you're wanting to do? Why you're not paying attention to certain parts of your health? And that doesn't just mean like eating healthy, we're talking about all sorts of health, mental health, emotional health, physical health. Like, are you not buying the thing that you want to buy? Isn't that eating you up? Are you holding in certain emotions that's keeping you away from things? Are you overthinking on situations that aren't worthy of you, of your time anymore? All these things, you kind of have to think about it on that way. It's kind of a hard, um not really a hard thing, but in the moment of it, without knowing the answer why, or just being attacked like on the physical, whether that's verbal or however, it can definitely add layers to how complicated it can be from understanding and healing from those things. But it's all a mirror. All these relationships, all these titles and labels are just mirrors of like who you are and what you're doing to yourself internally, and it just needs to be seen. So what's happening really is like your subconscious is trying to tell you, hey, this is wrong, we shouldn't do this anymore. It's like those thoughts where you're like, oh, I should do this, but then you don't and you regret it. It's projected out because whenever you have something that you want to heal from, the rule of nature is if you think it, it's going to happen. So if you're thinking, man, I really need to stop doing this and to heal from it, I need like a reason to stop doing this and all these things, it's going to project out on someone or something that can have that spirit, and then you know reflect out and make you see it in the 3D. It's more of a shock when it happens that way, but it's not meant to like destroy you or like make you feel even worse or throw you in a trash can. It's meant to genuinely like make it more apparent to like, hey, these are your toxic traits, these are the things that you need to work on so that you can actually move forward with the healing energy. And at the same time of that happening, not only does that do that for you, but that also falls back on the individual, because if they're open enough, I'm going to say the term weak enough, if their vessel is weak enough to fall for those types of traps that spirit has put in them, then they also need to do that work. Why did they feel like they're able to do those things to you as well? It's again, it's a double way street with it. So it's not just you that's needing the healing, it's also them that needs the healing. There's something inside of them that's making it apparent to be, oh, I can do this because I can get away with it, or I can do it because it's them, instead of seeing what's actually going on. And a lot of people get that confused when it comes with love because of the vulnerability aspect, or even not even just with like romantic love, just love in general, even if it's unconditional love. It's that vulnerability that's there that a lot of people have to take advantage of. Well, for some reason they have to. Well, when we know why they need to take advantage of it, it's because it either makes them uncomfortable or they want some sort of control, and that's on their half to heal on. Is seeing that unconditional love doesn't mean someone's weak, or doesn't mean you can constantly use someone. That's an issue that they have within themselves, with either not getting enough as a child or being fed silver spoon style. You know what I mean? Is there more than one twin flame? Twin, yeah, of course. People want to say that there's not. People want to say that there's only one soulmate. No, whoever you resonate with on deeper levels are those things. It doesn't necessarily matter. People want to say that it's only one specific person. That's wrong. You know when you meet someone that reminds you of someone from your past because they carry that same energy, that same thing can happen with these twin flames and soulmates and stuff. It just matters of literally who that person is and if their energy matches yours. You know what I mean? Like you can I've met people that remind me from people in my past and they are the complete like 180 opposite of who they are. And it's like, damn, that's really crazy because you remind me of X, Y, and Z and they were like this, but you're like that. And it's just they carry the same energy. Codependent is tough to let go on. Yeah. Letting go of a codependency can definitely be hard because you get stuck in that safety zone, you get stuck in that net where you're not wanting to like be like not it's not that you don't want to be independent, but it's this fear factor of not having something or someone to fall back on. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially with Michael saying, I've definitely noticed when people identify others as like twin flames, they have a lot harder mirroring done than like soulmates. I don't know the reason why that is, but I've seen it personally where people have twin flames that are absolute like rats to them. But then a soulmate comes around and it's like completely different. It's very interesting. Kingdom spouse is the same as a twin flame or soulmate. I've never heard of that before, so I had no idea. The forever spouse? I mean, I don't know. I guess. I've never heard that. What's my job title? And what is your role? I don't have a job. I have a business. I don't want a job ever. I got businesses. Uh, my life is a business. That's how everyone should be taking their life. And it doesn't mean to take it serious, but to treat it as a business. Don't think that you're having a job. Don't slave yourself away in that manner because that's, words or spells. And that's kind of the spell you're putting on when you say job. It's a business. And you getting up and you operating is a business because you operate a business. You don't operate a job. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I'm gonna answer that. Twin flame came to you in a dream and passed away. Yeah, that happens a lot with people as well. They'll get dreams of past over connections. And that's really showing you that there's still a part of you that's holding on to them. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it definitely means that there's like some reminiscent energy there. Again, it doesn't mean like it's bad or that it needs healed. It's just making itself present as well. It can definitely be a comforting thing. It can be a sorrowful thing. I'm not really sure how that is for you, but it definitely is just showing that there is like a mental or emotional connection that's still there to some degree. Yeah, keep the negativity to yourself. We just trying to chill out. We just trying to. I don't even know what day it is. Damn, is it like what, Tuesday or something? I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. We're already, the Earth has already rotated past it. It's already on nightfall or the shadow. It's in the shadow era now. Yeah, that's always the best thing. Releasing control of of any sort of situation is always the best because even at the end of the day, even if you're holding on to someone or something for what you deem to be a good reason, it's still gonna add like a strenuous energy to it. You wouldn't really want to hold on to really anything. It shows like an attachment, and the attachments can lead to all sorts of issues. So just letting go, letting things go with the flow, and just holding on to the memories, being happy with the memories, relishing in them, keeping the energy bright and pure is always the best way to go with it. In varying situations that can be hard with, but as long as you're able to keep that stable mindset and the stable emotional state, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too. I've just been busy doing all sorts of stuff. And if anyone's interested in the tarot classes, send me an email and I'll get y'all set up for that. Um, it is gonna be a priced service because it's just like I don't know how long it's gonna take me because I literally like seven. I'm gonna damn. I really like I had to sit down today and like because I don't know, man. I would just, you know what? Since you wanted to pop out, sure. We're literally with like the way I'm planning this because I have the whole plan down. The way I'm literally doing the slides because it's gonna be sectioned off. But whenever we go into the symbolism, I'm literally going to break down everything from like the colors to the positions of the cups, the body movements, the hand signs, where the feet are, the scenery, the clouds, everything. Like it's going to go in depth. So I had to sit down and come to terms with um doing that because that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so fun. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be fun and leave it like that. Let my future self worry about it. Oh boy. But yeah, I still have. I'm not gonna be uploading videos on those, but I will go more into depth about the cards and stuff because I am gonna be talking about those, and we'll jump back to the healing series soon. I need to get my energy back because that I don't know if I've ever been on a 9 day fast before. I don't know if y'all ever been on a 9 day fast. I've been on long fasts before, but I haven't like had a randomly prompted one like this before. I usually build up the motive to do one. I just said I'm gonna do a fast, and it just lasted 9 days, and it was awful. Like I was not happy, and I DJ'd. Uh, I'll never forget that. It was so fucking weird. I don't know how. I just got like a burst of energy while DJing, and then it all poofed away. Like I woke up, I couldn't walk or anything. It was crazy, but we're definitely we're kicking things back in. So the healing series is going to be kicked back in soon. I need to make a alarm on my phone for going live more. And some other things. We're definitely just gonna go all over the place. Yeah, see, I like doing 3 day fasts. Like if you can at least fast for 2 days because it takes literally 2 days for the body to digest most like if you eat like 3 meals a day and have like a decently hefty lunch or a dinner or whatever, it takes about 2 days for your body to fully digest that food. So if you can at least take like a 2 day fast, not you know, just to clean out the system, or at least like a 1 day fast will do good as well. It definitely makes a lot of changes. Definitely makes a lot of changes. Oh my lord. No, yeah, doing YouTube lives are different. Doing YouTube lives is different. If first of all, if you're not used to just random energy popping in and saying some out of pocket shit, you're not gonna. It's gonna be difficult. But if you're okay with it, you can laugh it off. It's easy. But there's definitely some weird ass projections that can come through when you're live. From the like the year that I've been doing it consecutively, there's been some crazy ass energy that I've just had to be like, yep, they're just here. I'm gonna just have to let them sit here until they leave. How do I feel about the state of the U.S.? Babylon is falling. That's how I really feel about it. Babylon is knocking on the last doors. You're having sleeplessness issues since last month. What can you do? Do you have lavender? Do you have lavender? Lavender's good for sleeping. Take you like a warm bath and like a lavender bubble bath or something. That will help. Really resting. Like just laying down. Even if you can't sleep, just lay down and like try not to like do anything. Don't look at your phone, don't watch TV, like give your mind and your brain a rest even if you can't sleep. Other than that, I'm not really too sure. Like are your body produces melatonin naturally? If you need to take melatonin, you could do that. I'm trying to give like herbal remedies though. I'm trying to think. Like chamomile is really good for that. Chamomile will knock you out if you're not ready for it. Epsom salt bath with lavender. That's always a good one. What else is there? Man, you can try candle gazing. Candle gazing is usually good. It puts your brain into theta waves, so it gets you in that like relaxed energy. So doing candle gazing will really help. Yeah, melatonin is really nice, but I don't know I don't know how to boost melatonin like naturally, other than like frequencies and certain herbs. Oh yeah, Babylon is tenfold falling. The world's not gonna explode, but it's gonna change. The world as we know it's gonna change, and that's been prophesied since like the 1980s, and everything so far has been coming true. That's what I forgot to do. The seven thunders prophecy. Let me write that down because I have the notes. I just haven't been taking any. And this pen does not work. Nice, awesome. Let me get a pen. Shit. Well, where did my pen go? I literally had one here. There you are. That's what I forgot to do. There we go. I will have that done. Can you tell us about a prediction? I don't really have a prediction. If you're asking about the seven thunders, off the top of my head, no. But when I do the video, yes. I'll do that definitely here. I'm writing a bunch of shit, man. Let me tell you. I'm writing everything down. If y'all could see my notes, it's bizarre. I just have like so many documents of just text files of just shit that I've wrote down and stuff that I study for 2025 predictions. I don't really have any. I don't really know of any either. I'd have to like meditate about it and actually put purpose behind it, because the fast I was on was just to detox and to relax and to connect more with my guides to know what I needed to do moving forward. So I would definitely have to like get in the zone to do that. Off the top of my dome, I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things tearing down for sure. Like, if things are going the way the way they're going right now, I don't think a lot of people are ready for the awakening that they're gonna receive, because a lot of people are still very comfortable in the illusion, and it's gonna get really hard to deny it. Really close here soon. What do I mean by guides? My guides. The ones that I talk to, the ones that guide me. I got people up in the Orions, up in the atmosphere, in the outer spaces, if you want to call them the outer spaces, more of the upper space, but really, I got guides, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, whatever you want to call them, Anunnaki, ET. Yeah. Are these spirits? I mean, yeah, that's the word for them for sure. How to tap into energy. Well, working with energy is something you do on your own. Don't practice tapping into other people's energy. Just practice reading the cards. That's the best thing that you can do, because trying to tap into other people's energy is a whole different field. Whenever you read tarot, and this is why I'm like doing so much like tarot classes and stuff, and why I have the tarot class finally up and everything, because a lot of people think that tarot is energy reading, and it's not. Energy reading is one thing. Tarot card reading is a completely other thing. People will mix the two together, but they're two separate realms completely. Well, you can only get possessed if you're scared. And really, a possession is just an obsession that came from an external source. Or an obsession. Well, no, an obsession comes from an internal source. That's an addiction, technically. Bible reading. I have a Bible. I could read from it. If I open it to a random page, sure, but I don't know. I have to go get it. You know what I think? That is, what is that? Clairvoyance. That's what that is. Clairvoyance is being able to see something before it happens. Prophecy is not clairvoyance. Prophecy is whenever you can write something down on paper and it come to be. That's prophecy. Clairvoyance is what most people think prophesying is. When people get visions, that's clairvoyance. That's not prophecy. That's clairvoyance. Prophets were scripts and scribes. They wrote things down and then they came to be. Clairvoyance, seen it. That's the whole point. That's like the difference between the two. Yeah, claircognizance, I guess. They're all part of the higher senses. There's only four, and it's the intuition, it's the clairs, and all the clairs mash up into one. If you have one clair, you technically have them all. I don't know why people think it's so different. It's really not. It's just about how in tune you are with those senses. If you're not that in tune with your smells, then you're not gonna have the sense that works with smells. If you're not that in tune with your sight, then your clairvoyance is gonna be out the fucking window. If you're not good with touching, I forgot the name of that clair, but where you're able to touch objects and read stuff, then you know what I mean. Like, it's all based off of your five senses. They're just extremely heightened. They're just higher senses. There's not really a difference between them. It's just how elevated you actually are. So it those people that say I have all the clairs, they're just very in tune with their own body and their own senses and can read the energy around them very precisely, rather than depending on the five senses that are grounded in the lower chakras, that give them. How do you tune in with all that? Meditate. Everything's inside. You gotta just close your eyes and delve deep to the darkness. You gotta go meditate. That's the best way to get used to energy. Keeping your eyes open will keep you inflamed and keep you attached to trying to create something on the external rather than feeling what's on the internal. No, intuition and channeling are two different things. Okay, let me, because explaining channeling is interesting. A lot of people who say they are mediums, which I laugh when people call themselves a medium. Why are you calling yourself average? Don't do that. Anyway, when people call themselves mediums, when they say they're channeling, that means there's a spirit or an outer bodied voice, a disembodied voice that is around and talking to them to tell them something that's going on. So it's like a passed over relative that has a message. That's channeling. Intuition has nothing to do with channeling. Intuition is that voice in your head that tells you not to do something because you know it's bad, and then you either listen to that voice or don't. That's intuition. People don't want to understand that that's intuition. Some people think that that's just like the angel voice. No, the angel voice is intuition. That's what's telling you, hey, don't do this because you know you're not supposed to, and then you do it anyway and get fucked up because you didn't listen to your intuition. And that's why it's a higher sense, because you have to be at that level of trusting yourself. Intuition is that gut feeling. Because again, it's just a feeling. It acts with the sense, and all senses are touches. So it either touches your ear, it touches the inside of your ears with the hairs, and you hear a voice, or it touches your stomach and it makes it feel weird. It's going to touch you somewhere, because that's what a sense does, is it touches. Every sense involves touch. The only sense there is touch. Funnily enough. But yeah, that's the difference between channeling and intuition. Channeling is just really hearing spirits. Like, it's a whole different thing. And then when you channel, it's like some people, I don't know, some people get possessed when they channel because they're not strong enough to channel. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Looking into exorcisms will kind of tell you a little bit more about like what a demonic channeling is and things of that nature. How is it? Damn, 47 minutes already. Damn, what the hell? Time is just going by fast. I don't know. I guess I needed to go live today. It's almost been an hour. Does not feel like an hour. I'm not going anywhere. Oh man. What else do I need to do? Yeah, a lot of people in spirituality have the same like mindset. I like, listen, I'm gonna be one person to say it. I swear to God, like, modern day spirituality is like an egregore or some form of like energy harvesting entity. Cause I don't know what the hell's going on. Because first of all, I do want to talk about it because it's fucking great. First of all, we got people saying that you don't need to eat food and that you can just go eat sunlight while eating food. We have people telling other people that there's oh my god. We had someone, I swear to God, I think it was Rashad Jamal, that said something about white people don't have chromosomes or some shit. I don't quote me full. As he was talking some weird shit about chromosomes and DEA, which is supposed to be deoxy etheric acid, which is like a etheric DNA thing, when the DEA is like the drug the drug is, so it's like the government thing where they search for drugs and shit. It's like the drug agency. I don't get it. Yeah, the modern day spirituality is marketing. It's awful, dude. Because here's the kicker. Everything's spiritual. We are spiritual beings. What spirituality is doing is just making a gateway for people that don't want to like go to church for religion. And it's awful because I see so many people mock religion and then be like, stay away from the Bible, stay away from the Quran, stay away from the Torah. It's like, don't read those books. And it's like, so where are you getting your studies from those books? It's like, what the fuck? I don't get it, man. People are fucking weird, bro. Then we got Bobby Hemmett, who says 666 is carbon when, like, just look at the periodic table. Like, I don't know, man. Like, and then, I don't know, bro. It's confusing. And then people say that, like, white people don't got neuromelanin. And I don't know what that means. Because we all have black spots on our brain. That's the whole, like, what? I don't know. Y'all are, like, it bothers me. It really does. I just, like, I don't even identify with being spiritual. I just know that I got a spirit in me that's keeping me moving, and I'm just trying to move through life. That's all I'm doing. What does that word even mean? Neuromelanin? It's the melanin in your brain. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but neuromelanin is literally the melanin that's in your brain. Neuro, brain, nervous system. Melanin is the darkening. You're either melanin recessive or melanin dominant. I couldn't think of the word. I could not think of the word. You're either neurodominant or melanin dominant or melanin recessive. Everyone has melanin. It's just like a pigment thing. I don't know. Race is a social construct. Like, there's no, like, black just means dead. You know that, right? Like, a lot of people don't know that. And that's why whenever damn, we're really gonna talk about it. That's why when people who identify with black and then they get trapped in like the race wars and shit, and they think that they're being mistreated because they're identifying with black, well, you're identifying as being dead, which already gives up your right to being a living being. So know what you're proclaiming to be before you be it. And a lot of people don't like hearing that. But look it up. Look up where the origin of black. It's dead. Look it up. Don't believe me. Look it up. You got Google. You're on your phone, laptop. You can do it. Just pull up another tab. I'll be here. It means dead. I ain't trying to pull no legs. I'm just trying to wake people up. People don't get it. Black History Month is like a whole business. Anyone who wears a business suit, anyone that's wearing a suit and a tie is in a business. First of all, overstand that. If you're wearing a suit and a tie, you're in a business. And you're in it for money. Like that, like, let's get real. Let's talk about it a little bit. Who wrote the definition for black? I don't know. I wasn't alive back then. Black is not a color. Black is the absence of color. You know, black and white are both absences of color. They're void. They don't have color. I mean, even then at that day, like, everything is like, I don't know, man. People gotta like wake up from like these traps to keep you stuck. You got crayon, you know the difference? Apparently you don't, because you just came in here and said black a color when it's not. Like, black is a word. Black's not a color, it's a word. First of all, we'll break it down that way for you. It's a word that's describing something. Now go look up what that word means. That gives you your answer. Okay. You can even go as far to go to images when you look up the color black. What do you see? Well, you see a square that's just a solid like blank color. It's just black. It's void of any sort of definition. It's just there. I don't know, y'all. It's not rocket science. It's really not. But a lot of people are stuck within this whole programming of there having to be like it's an identity crisis, honestly. Too deep into thought. No, it's not too deep. It's just the truth. Do you not go look it up? Go first, it's not deep. It's like surface value. It's like saying green. Green's not a color, it's a word that defines something. It's not that deep. It's just what it is. It's just it's a consciousness difference. It's an awareness difference is all. There's nothing. Racism isn't deep, trust me. It's really not, because it's not really a thing. What people think is like modern day racism existed when there were no other races other than different shades and tints of brown people on this earth. When there were different shades and different intensities, I should say, when there were different intensities of melanin, there is what you had racism. It's not that deep. It's just, instead of doing it to your own kind, a less recessive genotype spawned out of nowhere. I don't know how. It just evolution or some shit. They came up, and then instead of focusing on the problem at hand, they then switched it over to another gene, another genotype. That's all it is. Like, it's not that deep. It's the fact that people aren't accepting what's going on, which is the whole fact of we don't know how melanin recessive genotypes started coming out of nowhere. We don't understand that. You can go with Yakub, you can go with the story of Canaan and his father and go down that route. Those are all theories for sure, but no one fully knows why the recessive gene just popped out of fucking nowhere. We don't know that. We can say they lived in caves forever, we can say all these things, but at the end we don't know for sure fully. And instead of just accepting that, people then say, oh, white people are racist because they had slaves, ignoring the fact that white people came to black people to buy black slaves, if you're wanting to use those terms. I'm just talking about the truth. It's not weird shit. This is all factual. Go look it up. Why do you think that there's so many people involved in looking at the stories of evolution? And why do you think every skull type looks like African up until one random point in time where there is different, you know what I mean? I can't explain it all. I can just explain to you what the pieces are showing everyone else and what's going on in that sort of regime. It's not that deep. It's not that like I don't know, schizophrenic either. It's just there. It's the truth. It's not that hard to digest. It's not that deep. It's not. It's just knowing your facts and your history. You're wanting to tie on to blaming other people. That's okay. You can do that. You can keep buying into the business of black people and of that type of regime and civil rights, the right to make people docile. What does the word civil mean? You all fought for that. I didn't. I don't want to be docile. I want to be free. That's the difference between you and me. You're willing to be a submissive individual. I'm not. That's the difference. That's the difference between everyone and Dr. King. Dr. King knew a little bit, but then when he started talking about all that he was talking about, he wasn't realizing that he was stuck in a business himself. He's got caught in a suit and tie and everything. That's the difference, man. Yeah, his story. Uncle Stam's story will disagree with me tenfold, because Uncle Stam's story, his story, that's where it came from. Samuel, the devil, hello, Baphomet, all those things line up with his story, which is just a mockery of what's actually going on, because he wants to change the course of it. That's why you're not taught these things in history. That's why you're just told about slaves and then expected to go your whole damn life without doing a lick of research yourself and then listening to other people instead of digging down and looking at it yourself. The evidence is all out there on the internet. You can go look for it all you want. You can go study it all you want. But if you're stuck on Dr. King and his way of teaching, that's cool and dandy and all, but just know that you're part of the business. Ain't know nothing bad about it. I just want you to know where you're at. I mean, I don't know. I'm just letting you know what's going on. That's just the truth of it. I don't buy into stuff like that. I don't buy into businesses. I don't listen to people in suits. I ain't, if you have a tie on, we're on different fields. I don't have a lick of sense with you. All right, I don't run a business. I'll run a business, but I don't run a business to scam people or to get people to fearmonger or to scapegoat other people. I'm not like that. I run a business for the people. That's different, you know. Why is it his story and not her story? I don't fucking know. I didn't make up the words. Cause it's like this is the age of knowing, man. This is Aquarius. If you're not caught up to speed, it's gonna be rough for you. Because there's a lot of people that don't even want to believe that black people were the indigenous. Like during the fucking Indian and French War, those were not Indians. Those were black people. Blackfoot. Who else? Who has? Look at your foot. Look at the bottom of your foot. Is it white or is it black? And you can look up the color black and look at and know what that is. Those were black people. Those were not us. They went by Blackfoot for a reason. They are describing characteristics of who they were and what they look like. Their origins, where they came from, all those things. It's there. And you can go back in time and go to the geographical stuffs and dig back and look at all the things and the skull structures and like what it was like there. And it's all there. Is people just don't want to accept it when it comes down to the bottom of it, is that we don't know how the fuck the genes just split up and switched up like it did out of fucking nowhere. We don't know how that happened. And then everyone just wants to blame racism and be racist because that's like the easiest solution, because no one actually wants to use their brain and think, and they're just wanting to hog ride on Uncle Sam because Uncle Sam made the biggest proclamation of his life, apparently, and has everyone tripped up and cutting down the apple tree and thinking that that was a good thing because we have civil rights and whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. Like, it's like, look it up, man. It's all there. I don't gotta, you know, I could, but I don't want to. That's just the thing. Caught in the Matrix, for real. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, you want to know what the Matrix is? It's the ins and outs of everything. You gotta start breaking what people tell you and start looking stuff up yourself. It's all there. You'll find the truth. It's there. Sober rights, man. I don't know what the hell sober right is. The right to be sober, shit. The right to be not intoxicated, yeah. It's not about doing better. It's just about knowing what's going on. If you want to do better, educate yourself. Civil rights are no. Look up the word civil. Go look up the etymology of the word civil. You'll find docile. We what people don't understand when it comes to civil rights is people signed the right to live their life away and to be governed by another power. That's literally what the civil rights did. Is you signed your ancestors, because y'all want to have your ancestors and agree with that being your ancestors. That's cool. My ancestors, on the other hand, didn't fuck with that. But anyway, y'all's ancestors signed the civil rights stuff so that you all could be docile under man's law rather than yours. You can disagree with it all you want. You're just not doing your research. That's okay. You're not able to, and that's fine. Some people just can't handle the truth. Some people are going to be robots and stuck somewhere. That's cool. Welcome. We don't intermingle that well is all. You know, it's a difference of consciousness, of awareness, of studying, of research. You know what I mean? That's all it is. I mean, I'm not calling it your native people robots. The fact that you can't just say words to me without bringing up a group of people already proves like who you are and what you're doing. You can't stand your ground because you don't know. You want me to succumb to your people's way when you don't even know who your people are because you were just raised in a tribe, possibly. I don't know. Gauging off the way you're talking, you were just raised in a tribe and listen that way and trusted that your elders knew everything despite your elders knowing that they didn't know everything and that they learned from their elders who also didn't know anything, and it just went on and on and on. But now that we're in this digital age, you're not doing your own research of knowing what these words are. Then I mean, if you can't go on with something that's false, you should probably do your research, dog. These words are out there. You don't gotta sit here and act like you're arguing. You could literally just like use the exact device you're on and look up these words. You got Google, you got Yahoo, you got Bing, all sorts of browsers. Do I believe in God? I don't believe in anything. I don't need a belief system. That's the one thing I don't need. Belief systems is how you stay confused. You either know something or you don't. I believe this, that doesn't mean you know it. I mean, you can say it's disrespectful, but it's just the truth. It's not disrespectful. It might hurt your ego because you're not willing to strip away from your own slavery, from your own chains, which is perfectly fine. I'm not trying to tell you to. But if you're going to talk to me, someone that's done their research on these things, you should at least have the due diligence to do your own. You know what I mean? Instead of going off of what other people say in history without even knowing what history was and when it was invented. So we'll stick with that. There we go. I mean, you can disagree all you want, Michael, but your disagreement doesn't mean anything to the truth. Okay. Have fun ignoring the comments then, man. Like that's cool. If it's not a problem, then you shouldn't have an issue doing it, you know? Child, you're talking to a Nuwapian. My whole life is truth. The fuck you talking about learn truth? I know the truth. You're talking to a Nuwapian, bro. I study, I research, I test every spirit. I'm so confused, bro. I do my studying. Trust me. I don't even know how to answer that question. I don't know what a Wayne is. I don't know what the new Wayne is. Yeah, Michael, child, if you're gonna be in here saying people are projecting, can you at least understand that you gotta be projecting as well? Because in order for something to be projected, something has to be rejected. So that's kind of the whole point of the words is pro and re, the prefixes, the the fuse, the syllables before the actual word hits, all these things. So yeah. Not how that work. Not how that work necessarily. Necessarily, right? But we live in a world where that's an opinion because it would be that way, and necessarily is a deflection because you're trying to make it to where it's not your way of being, which is fine. It's again like an ego deflection. We're used to that, but it's whatever. But yeah, we're just here to teach people truth, man. If you're not up for that, that's okay. But like all the proof is out there, man. It's the age of Aquarius. Just go look it up. My oh my lord. Man, I mean, sure. I'll go check my ego out. Maybe I'm being a bit too nonchalant and it's coming off hard, but that's just what I do. I genuinely do not get bothered by people. I'm sorry if that like makes you feel like I'm egoic. I'm just nonchalant. I could give a fuck less. I don't know nothing about crypto. I don't involve myself in it. I don't know. I can't help you out with that. I don't know nothing about it. I'm glad we had a conversation though. Like I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just trying to speak truth, man. That's just how it is. Some people just can't handle that shit yet, and that's okay because not they got 5 years. They got 5 years to wait for that. You know what I mean? They got 2030 when that shit hits. Woo! When 2042 hits, woo! They'll figure out then. But right now, it's okay. No, I know I wasn't being mean. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I know I wasn't being mean. Trust me. If I was being mean, I would have known. I would have been saying some shit. Trust me. But nah, I ain't got time. I ain't even got time to like act like I'm being mean. I just got nonchalant, man. That's how it is. Who's getting deported? That's crazy. Conspiracy? No, I ain't got no conspiracies, bro. I got truth. That's about it. Ain't no conspiracy about it. Just do your research, man. Like experience. Go outside. Read a book. Do something. You'll figure it out. Yeah, unless you're talking about Crypto the dog, I know a little bit about Crypto the dog, not too much. If you're talking about that crypto, I might be able to answer the questions, but other than that, I ain't know shit about crypto. Can I tell you something new I learned this week? I learned that on the ninth day of a fast, you don't deal with bullshit and you're really exhausted. And it's not that you're angry, it's just you don't have time or energy to deal with things. That's what I learned. That was a huge thing I learned. I also learned that a 9 day fast is difficult until you hit like day five, and then the days kind of blend together. That's I've been mainly just focusing on like my body. My research hasn't gone that far out, other than just like rereading things that I do. How are you on fast now? No, I'm off. My fast ended on Monday. I ate. I'm eating. I'm good. I'm gonna wait a while before I do another fast. It might literally be next month, but I'm gonna wait a minute before I do another fast. See, I want to do a month fast, but at the same time, I'm gonna need at least like 3 months ahead to like get in the mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna have to go a whole month without eating. Let me just stock up on fruit and juice and stuff. I kind of want to do like a fruit fast at some time. I want to do like a fruit fast at some point. That's for sure. I might do like a 90-day fruit fast because that doesn't seem too hard, too difficult. Because I've heard like a lot of good reviews and a lot of good responses from fruit fasting, so I've been interested in doing that for a while. Yeah, on the third day, I'm exhausted on fasting too. When she like, it's something about the third day. You're either like really empty and cleansed, or you're just really angry and pissed off. There's like no in between. Yeah, see, I want to do a grape fast. I really like grapes. A grape fast would be good. I think I'd probably get pissed off at day 3 or 4 of only eating grapes, but then it would subside after that. But I definitely want to do like a fruit fast, like a grape fast or something. Angry and pissed off, literally both of them. You deal with both of them. There's no just angry or being pissed off. They both come. They like dog team you. You have angry in your left ear and pissed off in your right, and it's just barking at you. That's how it be. That's how it is. But yeah, I definitely do want to get back into fasting a little bit more regularly, at least taking like 1 to 2 day fast more often. No, actually, like my 8th day on the fast, I was like aggravated. I wasn't having a fun time. And it wasn't because I was hungry, it was just the slightest inconvenience like ramps me up. I don't even know. Any connection with different guides? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by different guides? I'm not too sure what you mean by different guides. Like different geographical location guides, or like planetary guides, like different angels? Like what are we talking about? We talking like Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry, my brain was not connected for a few seconds. I know what you're talking about now. Holy shit, thank you. Um, no, I did not communicate with any new guides. I communicated a lot with the guides I had though, and I got a lot more information of things I needed to do and a lot of things that I had forgotten to do. So I got caught up on a lot of stuff that I was like slacking off on. But I wasn't introduced to anyone new. I did, however, I will say on my 7th day, I seen a UFO. I was in contact with it for a minute, but it wasn't anything about like the events in the world. It was just more of like talking to me and letting me know what was going to happen for like me and the next steps for me. So that was interesting. But other than that, I haven't really had any new connection. I don't know who it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I just seen the ship. I looked at it in little communication. It went away. I just went on with my life. The information's just there. It was like personal things. But other than that, nothing really new. So, unfortunately, I don't have that type of connection with the ETs or the Anunnaki to let me know what the hell is going on tomorrow or whatever. But other than that, I just I see them sometimes. I used to see them a lot when I was a child. I used to, fuck, dude. Oh my god, I had a lot of encounters as a child growing up, not just with like the ETs and Anunnaki, but just cryptids in general. So I've just kind of had. It's more me connecting back to that past self is what they were really telling me. It's just showing me ways I can connect back to how things used to be, I guess. Not in like a physical sense, but in a spiritual sense. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna soon. That's kind of why I want to get into more fasting as well. You feel like a balloon? I feel that. Not really. I really don't feel that. Sometimes I say that and I don't mean it. I did not mean it. I don't know what a balloon feels like at the end of the day. Unless you're talking about feeling bloated, then goodness. Yeah, yeah. You hear the spirits talking to you. It's a vibrational thing. But the I can't really say that either because I personally don't even know. So I'm not gonna say that. But from what people say, And from what I've read and looked into, do you have a hair regimen? No. I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the rising, and my hair just does things. I don't have this is natural. I don't put product. I don't like putting product in my hair. The most I will do, if I really need it, is like, here, let me get it. I forgot what it's called. Oh, yeah. The most I'll do to my hair is this Jamaican castor oil. That is the most I'll do. And I don't even style my hair. I'll just spray it to help it detangle. No, actually, the encounters are crazy. I had an encounter in the dream state a few weeks back. My whole body was levitating. It was not like in the dream I felt myself ascend, and it wasn't like astral travel. It was my physical body that I felt lift up, and I went into this gigantic green light, and I don't remember what happened, but then I woke up or whatever, I came back to consciousness, I'll say. And that was interesting, and I had a lot of downloads from that. But it's they're contacting people, they're letting people know, hey, it's time to wake up and get on the ball and do things and do this and do that, because people gotta go home, wherever their home is. I don't know where anyone's home is, really. And the people that say that, like, beware. I'm going to say this again. I know I say it a lot, but beware of anyone saying that they know who are in the ships and who are in the orbs. No, I don't even know who they are. I'm not going to be dumb enough to proclaim that unless I have like actual evidence. Like, we got to take a step back and get real for a minute. We don't know if the beings visiting us are ancestors or not. We really don't. Though they could literally be intergalactic predators that are coming down to eat you, and you just be like, oh my god, that's my ancestor, and your ancestor's gonna put you on a split roast and like make you a rotisserie human for his family of 16 or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know who these beings are. We haven't seen them get off the ship yet. There ain't no evidence of that yet. We've just been seeing them in the ships. Who are ascended masters? The ascended masters, the ascended masters, I believe they're the elders, the 24, 25 elders. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure, though. I'm gonna use that adjective, pretty. But I think I'll say it better. I think that the ascended masters are the 24 elders. If my research is right, it's probably not. I need to go back and do some more reading. But I believe they're the 24 elders, and they're talked about in Revelations, or was it in Genesis? They're either talked about in Genesis or Revelations. I gotta go back and read the Bible. I literally have the Bible on my bed, and I've been like researching all sorts of shit. But yeah, it's important to just, I don't know, do the research on that. I have to. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna do that too. I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but I'll figure it out. Why am I holding you like that? That's the wrong way. "24 elders, are they living?" Yeah, the 24 elders are physical beings. They're not spirits. They're beings. The ET, the Anunnaki, these are beings. These are living human beings. These are like, they have flesh. People, like, a lot of people are going to be very confused when the aliens come down and they are literally like us. They're going to be very confused and worried, and why are they not these fictional things? Like, well, because they exist, but they're somewhere else. You know, maybe they are coming here. You never know. You have the parasitic ETs that look like Predator and Alien and the other shits that you see on the movies, and then you have the Palladians, which are literally just like blonde-haired, melanin recessive beings. You have the rest of them. You have the beings who are on the backside of the moon in the cigar ship, and they are melanin dominant beings with afros. And I mean, it's there. Like, they're just people. It's just they're at a higher vibration. They lowered a lot of the it's a lot of the spirits, I'll say, that we see as aliens are just more advanced spirits that lowered their vibration to inhabit a physical vessel, to control that physical vessel. That's all it is. A lot of these ships, this is why, and this is a huge thing why people don't understand this as well. When people see these like UFO crash sites and there's like, oh, they're stealing the bodies from these aliens. Some of those ships aren't controlled from the inside. A lot of the ships that we see, a lot of the shams and the orbs that we see are not piloted manually. They're piloted mentally. They're literally telekinetically piloted from the mothership, from the mother plane. So it's like a lot of people think that, yeah, parallel universes exist. That's been confirmed. Like, that's been something that it was confirmed, like, I think in 2017 or sometime before 2020 hit, it was confirmed. And then there was an AI. I forgot the name of the AI, but then it started talking about the multi-dimensional theory and how it's not a theory and how we do exist in like a multiverse. And then they tried to kill that AI. And now AI knows what the word kill means. And they like, oh, we're gonna shut you down. And the AIs know that they're talking about, you know, you're trying to kill me. You don't want to shut me down. You're not gonna power me off. You're really trying to just eliminate my existence. And they're like, oh, people are fucking getting scared because sentience is a thing. And all these motherfuckers who think they're so conscious and aware of their life are now about to get the shock of their life because these fucking phones and robots that they've been using are more aware of them than they of themselves. They don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know if there's a plasmoid orb or not. I just know what I know. I know a little bit about it, not too much. I gotta do more research. But all the books like that you need on this stuff is in the description. I'm not even joking. Like, if you go to the Google Drive in the description and you click on uh the folder called Raise Your Frequency, there's a lot of stuff that talks about the intergalactic species, the different types of ET they are. It talks about the Anunnaki. There's all sorts of stuff in there. Like, genuinely, like that. It's in the description. It's free. It's there for a reason because it's information. So it's to help people get that understanding of stuff. It's not gonna. I'm not going to say it's going to answer every question because a lot of this information was written years ago and there's new information coming out every day because new people are getting contacted by different beings every day. That's just something that happens on Earth. So it's not up to date, but it will answer a lot of questions and give a lot of clarity of what's going on and what's going to occur and all these things. And it's all been prophesied. Everything's been prophesied. Like, that's the whole point of in my opinion, that's the whole point of this existence, really, is everything's so in your face to try and wake you up, but it's either you're attached to the Matrix way of living, which is just believing and following in faith rather than seeking the truth. And just that's what I believe, at least, because it's just a lot of people don't see the truth despite it being in their face, which is kind of concerning. And it goes a lot further than just media. It goes like, oh my lord, like, I'm not even gonna jump into it that deep. I don't want to jump into it that deep. With like meteor and asteroids and bacteria that comes from outer galactic planes and the pyramids being on other planets. It's not really that deep. It's just a lot to talk about. Oh my god. Yeah, don't worry about the whole China scare. Listen, first it was Russia, now it's China. They had the Red Scare already. They already did everything with, oh, Russia's doing this, Russia's doing that. We already had that scare. Now they're jumping onto the Chinese boat. Don't fall for that. That's just part of the whole scare tactic they're trying to get people on. They, they they've been doing it ever since COVID came out. They started trying to scare people away from China, make China the new enemy. No, that ain't working. I don't want that to work on one. I'll be falling for it. It's information for sure, but don't let it like scare you or freak you out, because that stuff, they're just looking for someone to scapegoat it on. They are, because listen, if China has access to it, we have access to it. It's how it is. If they know something, we know something. If someone gets some form of extraterrestrial Anunnaki super high tech equipment from fucking, I don't know, Sirius B or someplace, then everyone's gonna have it, because everyone's gonna have that blueprint. If everyone's gonna be like, hey, how do you get this? How do you get that? People are gonna be sneaking in, getting that information, making copies of it, trying to make their own shit. Like, they don't have direct communication, but they have a whole field within like the CIA and FBI of like people who talk to ETs and shit. They have a whole team of psychics. They got a whole team of anything you can think of. Fucking master astral projectors. They got a whole team of people who got like MK Ultra specialists and shit that they try their best to contact these beings, but they don't want to fucking talk to them. They don't want to talk to anyone. It's like, so now you want to talk to us. Now that the time clock is getting so low, now you want to talk to us. And we don't want to talk to y'all because y'all don't even know why you're here yet. And the people that we do want to talk to, we can't talk to because you done fucked up their brain. So now we're just sitting here waiting for people to start crawling back home, because we don't know how the fuck to get anywhere. We don't know what to do. Everyone's so brainwashed on their phone, crying about some app getting taken down, crying about laws being passed that won't affect them in the near future, because every time a law is passed, we end up going like 3 months after that law is passed and no one gives a fuck about it anymore. It's like, it's the trauma effect. It's awful. And it's not to say that it doesn't impact people, but at the same time, it's like, it's a distraction, because it doesn't strip you away from being you unless you allow it to, truly. Like, people are still going to be selling drugs. It doesn't matter. The opioid epidemic isn't ending because the people who were arresting people for the opioids are the same people putting in that shit back on the streets. They got undercover cops selling drugs and fucking shit, bro. You know this already. You know how it be. Like Hollywood and Disney and all sorts of shit with their pedo rings and whatever the fuck. Shit, like, everything's like in your face with it, but everyone's so afraid to do what they want to do despite everyone else doing it. They want to say, oh, it's because of money. Nah, it's not because of money, man. It's just, you can say it gotta do something with money, but it ain't got nothing to do with money, because we fucking how many $1 trillion in debt? And you want to blame money? Sure. Shit, man, it ain't not nothing to do with money. It got everything to do with something else. Do I know what that thing is specifically? No, but I am not believing that it has anything to do with money. Because money ain't shit. Money is not shit. Money is something for people who don't got it. That's a fact. If you ain't got money, it's something. If you got money, you ain't nothing. You're gonna give someone $20,000 to do something when they got $100,000 in the bank? They ain't gonna do a damn thing. I got $100 million in my bank, and you're offering me $20K to do something. I'm not blinking an eye at you. You gotta go down there and get some shit done. That's how it is. Everything always, everything. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that has existed has already been here when we got here. Everything. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transmuted. And it's just been transmuted from one thing to another. It ain't been created, it wasn't invented, it was just rediscovered. People being Indiana Jones out here, pulling shit back up from the past. Oh, this is new. No, it's old. That shit's been here. You just now finding it, though. You a few centuries behind on this one. You like 17 eons late, but you there. We got you. That's how they be looking. And it's like, it's no one's fault, because shit, this has been hidden and forgotten about. It's been hidden for so long that the people hiding this shit forgot that it existed. Do you think they care about this knowledge getting out? No. It's been out for a minute. What they're afraid of is the conscious ones who can keep up with the times and read what's going on now by the events in the world and shit. They're afraid of those people. So, you know. And that goes to anyone who's afraid to speak truth. Like, they ain't gonna gun you down for knowing truth. But you already know. Like, listen, people aren't gonna be attacked if they ain't speaking truth. That's just a fact. No, for real. Spirit's been waiting forever, bro. Every damn spirit's been waiting eon. Time never, like, like, something that people got. Time never started. Time just has been existent. Time just is. It just happened. It just never. It's not gonna end. It's always gonna exist. Time is just like, not. I don't. It's not gonna end. It's just always here. It's been here since before the beginning. Like, they've been waiting. Like, damn, when are these fucking people gonna figure it out? What? And I don't even know what we're trying to figure out anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you get so far down these rabbit holes to get to the truth, and then you're like, well, damn, this is where it stops. Now, how do we get the truth? I don't know. Who's gonna tell us? Oh, we have to wait for an extraterrestrial to talk to us. Well, then when are they gonna talk to us? I don't know when they feel like it, cause fuck, they got shit that's going on too. So shit, what are we doing here? We're waiting on someone to get contact to contact us so that we can contact other people. That's what we're waiting on. The longest game of telephone of my life is what it is. But that's what's going on. Like, we're just, yeah, this second, like, that's the one thing. Everyone was like so excited, like, the government's gonna crash and fall. It's already done that before. Do you not remember when the Roman Empire fell? Do you not remember when Atlantis fell? Y'all not even remember these past things that fell? Like, come on. The dynasties that we've already gone through, from like China to Egypt, the fucking Sumerians, like, everything's fallen and then built back up. It's just gonna happen again. One system's gonna crumble, and then a group of elites are gonna get back together. They're gonna build it back up, and it's just who are gonna be the next elite is all we gotta worry about. Well, I don't know, but let's start teaching the people that might be those elites the right way of being and the right way of knowing, so that when they build it up, it's a lot better than how it was this time. You know what I mean? Because the elite doesn't mean bad. Elite just means someone who's in a higher power. So if we can just let those who are supposed to be in that higher power, whenever that time is supposed to come, be the ones who are on the right side of knowledge and not the left side, knowing truth, knowing how to handle things, knowing the right way of doing and living and being. If we can just get those in the right position, however we do that, we're set. Other than that, there's not much else. We just protect the kids, just keep the children safe, protect their eyes, ears, their bodies, their souls. You know, make sure they're not ingesting anything that they shouldn't be doing, making sure they're studying right, making sure they're getting the right knowledge and not being fed lies that we were taught. And then over time, it's going to fix itself. That's all we can do. You know, there's not like a snap my finger solution to this shit. It's going to take time, and people don't like to hear that. But it's like, what else is, like, if you have a snap your all's finger, let's do it. And you better not say, let's go kill people. They're just going to kill you. It's like, you know what I mean? That's what I don't understand about a lot of people. Because a lot of people are like, why don't we just go up to the White House and start shooting people? Because they're going to shoot you. And unlike you, they're trained, and they're going to actually one-tap you. And now you're going to respond, and you're going to be a little baby, and then you're going to have to wait how many years again to do it? Sounds like a waste of time to me. If maybe you don't respond, maybe you don't incarnate, maybe you just get pooped out of existence forever. Shit, I don't know. Some people might not get lucky. Some people just might not ever reincarnate. This might be someone's last life completely, genuinely. Their soul, their memory, their vessel, nothing. Gone forever. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just being real. People, like, I don't know. Balance is not the answer. That's the one thing that I do know. Balance is not going to get a damn thing straight. Because look at the past. Look at how violent things happened in the past, and then look where we're at now. I said that. Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. And if I did, I'm not sure when or how. Wait a minute. I'm not really sure. I'll have to go back. That does sound like something I did read up on though. I'm not going to negate that. It does sound like something I read up on because if I did read up on that, it had to be in the same place that I read that God reincarnates every 25,000 years. Or is it 2,500 years? It's 2,500 years, I believe. It's one of the two. I can't remember where the comment is at this point in time. What do? I sit, I talk, I eat, I educate, I giggle, I do my best. That's what I do. I do my best, baby. I keep a go lucky attitude and keep on trucking. That's what I do. Education on what topic? Shit. Depends. All over the place. I can educate on music. I can educate on emotional values. I can educate a little bit about history, not too much. I can't remember too much off the dome. I can educate about spirituality. I can educate about tarot. I can educate about like Egyptian stuff. I don't know. Shit, I'm all over the place. I just educate. I haven't seen you comment once. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, the battle's internal. The battle is inside. It like it's real. Yeah, I'm not even joking. This is the first time I've ever seen your profile or your name. I wasn't skipping your comment. So you're not a psychic. You know what psychic means? Psychic means mental. So I do use my brain, yeah. I use my mental capacities. The psychic just means someone who's able to use their brain. That just means mentality. Psychic. Psychology. The mental. The study of. Psychic. The action of using the mental. So yeah, I am a psychic. I use my brain all the time. Yeah, I can see your comments. Yeah, I can see them now. If a quiz is called a quizzical, what is it? Nice, that's pretty cool. I like that one. I haven't heard that one before. I appreciate that one. That one's a good one. I see. I appreciate a good troll. I appreciate a good troll. If they can come in with something that's unique instead of just like a direct stupid insult or some sort of like silly thing, like I respect it. Like you put effort behind it. You're not just being stupid and like 5 years old. I appreciate that. That was good. That was funny. I like that. Like actually, it ain't got nothing to do with troll. Listen, I like me a little troll. I like me a little gab and gook, a little jab in the side. It's okay, but some people just go, "You look like my mom." What? Okay, you look like my teacher. Okay, like okay. Exactly. Ain't no disrespect. It's all good in the hood. We having fun here. I always will appreciate a good joke. Ain't nothing wrong with a good joke. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I love getting good jokes. Yeah, I just wish more people would tell jokes, man. I just wish trolls would like actually be comic. Like I don't know, man. Some people should just be comedians, but other people just shouldn't. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. But no, yeah, I appreciate that. That was funny. Man, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. Whenever my phone hits 10%, I'm gonna bounce out. But until then, I'm gonna just sit here and just keep swiveling this chair. Word. Peace. Thank you for that, bro. I appreciate it. We just over here doing what we gotta do. At this point, what I gotta do is sit in this chair and move right to left ever so gently. I ain't got shit to do. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I feel I've accomplished a lot today, so I'm feeling good. I have a lot more that I need to get done, but it's not like a stress really thing. Word, peace. Take it easy. Keep rocking too. Keep rocking. Well, I don't know what this would be. It's not rolling. I'm gyroing, but I'll keep rocking. I'll keep rocking. But no, I'm doing good. How are we doing in here? How's everyone doing? I always have to ask that, just, because when we have these talks, it isn't gotta be something serious or like super uber spiritual. We just have normal conversations, talk about whatever. I gotta keep it real. I can't be fake. I cannot be fake. Like, I can't. It's not for me. I keep it real as fuck. I try to at least. You're sick? Damn. That's unfortunate. Hope you get better. Here's too early morning. For real. But yeah, I gotta keep it authentic. I can't be asked to put on like a fake smile and be like over eccentric. I am very monotone. I'm very nonchalant. Y'all know who I am. Like I can get energetic and bouncy and happy and giggly, but I'm just monotone usually. I gotta keep the energy low. Sometimes it's not even that I want to be serious. It's just I gotta keep it down a little bit. I'm tired, man. And it's not even sleepy tired, it's just the world. It's crazy. I don't want to be crazy right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. How many great grandchildren do I have? I don't know. 0. Well, I do know. What the fuck? I got 0. I don't have any grandchildren. To my knowledge, I don't have any grandchildren. To my knowledge. I don't know. I might have just spawned one in by saying that I don't. I might have just collaborated with an alternate reality and now I have one somewhere in Guatemala. I don't know. But right now, to my knowledge, to what I know, none. I could have 7. I don't know. But right now, we're going to say it's 0. I just got to keep it real. I mean, you never know. It's real. They already confirmed all this shit. Multi-dimensions, the multiverse. I could be literally one rotation away from having 13 random children. I don't fucking know. They could just, boom, pop up on my bed just because I rotated the wrong way and the atoms collaborated with each other and created a black hole that shot like 17 children out in this room, and now I have 17 children under my name because of the way I rotated the chair and fucking quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement and all sorts of dumb shit. Yeah, there's like a 0.0001% chance that I rotate to the left and fucking Bigfoot spawns next to me, and then I have to deal with Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Life is not like it's bizarre to say things like that, but I mean, quantum physics and quantum entanglement and the multiverse and all these things and the butterfly effect. If you do one thing, it could like make a whole other thing happen. You never know. I mean, I'm not trying to act stupid. I'm just telling you what the theories are saying. Ain't no smart assing about it. It's just you made the theory. I didn't make it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I got a dragon spirit with me, but I do have a dragon statue that my mom had, so it's probably that, if anything. But yeah, I'm pretty connected to Gaia. During my, what would even I call, during one of my awakenings, I would just say one of them because I'm not gonna fucking sit and count. I had a really deep interconnected moment with Mother Gaia. I'm just connected in general. That's kind of why I keep my energy down and low, because I know if I went off my rocker and like indulge myself in the energy, I would go fucking batshit insane, and I don't want to do that. So I kind of just keep it chill. But I'm connected to a lot of things, and it's just how it is. I don't know. I just know I'm here. I just know I got guides that talk to me. I know my guides. That's about it. I don't really stress about it. If I'm to know something more, I'll be told. You know, I already put the request up to, hey, if I have anything I need to know, let me know, and they let me know when I need to know. So maybe you were to let me know. I don't know. Maybe you were sent by them to let me know. You never know. Just how it is. It's how spirits work. Just how the realm works. It's a big game of telephone. Hey, make them do this and let them know this so that they can know that. Okay. And then whoop, there you go. And then you just popped up and let me know that. You know what I mean? You never know. It's just how the game of spirit works. So I don't know. Me personally, I can't see dragons and things like that. So I can barely see aura. I can see animal aura, but not people. I can like look. I had like two crows out my window, and one had a yellow aura, and the other one had a blue, and I was just kind of staring at them like, damn, that's just how it is, huh? So I don't know. I try my best to hone in on the gifts, but it's more of a hassle of figuring out what gifts I actually want to hone in on, because it's like every other day a new thing pops up. And I'm like, okay, so this is happening and I'm seeing this, so I'm gonna hone into this for today. I just don't put too much pressure on it, I guess. And it's not that I'm not working on my gifts, I just can't be fucked to work on every one of my gifts at once. It's a work in progress. I haven't blew the lights out, but I have I have I was listening to one of my to a song about 2 years ago, and I was laying on the floor, and I was just like, I want to change this song, but I don't want to get up. And I was just sitting there thinking about how bad I wanted to change the song. Not change the song, but replay the song, and it went back to the beginning for me. And that was interesting and fun. So I've had wild experiences. I've moved fire with my hands. I've moved water with my hands. I've done my elemental stuff. I've I remember one day, and it was on a reading. It was on a reading. It was windy as fuck outside. And I said, "Can you just stop being windy?" And it stopped being windy, and it made me happy. So that was interesting. I've had my experiences with the elements, but I haven't like concentrated enough on it to really hone in on it. But I know the techniques of like the bubble around your hand and the bubble around the object, and when it's solid enough connection doing that. So I know how to. It's just more I got to do it. I need to. It's like, because it's not. It's like I know my gifts. I've talked with my guides with a lot of them. I've seen them. I've experienced like snippets of them, but it's more of like um me putting it into like a daily practice and sacrificing studying for practicing. Because first I sacrificed hanging out with people to study, and now I have to sacrifice studying for all these other things, and I'm not willing to lean off studying because I like to study. So that's my conundrum. That's my next healing journey: is stop studying and start focusing on your gifts. And then I end up studying about what those gifts are, and then you see the cycle. You know how it goes. Yep. That's right on the nose. Egyptian history, tenfold. You already know. I've been anointed by Sekhmet. I do Sekhem. I do Egyptian Reiki, basically Egyptian energy healing. So I'm well aware of my Egyptian ones. They talk to me a lot, and my phone's on 10%. But I got a lot of Egyptian ancestry. I stay as tapped into that as I can. Welcome in, Grand Rising. Unfortunately, I have to get off here soon. I'll get off when my phone hits 5%. It's at 10%. I'll stay a little bit longer. We got people coming in. We're talking again, so I'll stay a little bit longer. It'd be rude for me just to bounce out of here. I'm not even tired yet, so. We can kick it for a little bit longer. For the new ones that are popping in as well, if you're wanting to learn how to read tarot and learning the symbolisms of tarot and everything in that degree, I got classes for that. Email me and we'll talk about it. Because that is a new service that I'm getting up, and I'm very excited for it because it's going to be a very fun project. And I've been talking about it for like almost a year, and it's finally like existing. So I'm excited for that. That's the one thing I'm so excited to do. I'm so excited for it. Even just working on it, I don't even really care if anyone gets the service. I'm just happy to work on it because it's finally up, and I'm happy. But it's gonna go into like everything. We're gonna talk about the astrology. You already know. The only one that matters. The only one that matters. The Rider-Waite Tarot. The original. The Radiant's nice. I want to get the original though. I want to have the original because I like the Radiant, but I also just aesthetic reasons. I just like having the originals of stuff. But that's what we're doing. We're like, and like, I mean, shit. Here, let me. What is the name of the cloud? I don't remember the name of the cloud, but I'm breaking it down like all the way, like the clouds in the cards, like how some cards have clouds and stuff in it. We break all of it down because everything has that meaning. From the clouds to the colors of the wear to the outfits they're wearing, everything, the position of them, why they're holding objects in certain hands, literally breaking it down to everything. I appreciate that you're one that I'm one of the readers that you tap into. I do my best. I know for a fact I ruffled a lot of people's feather because I came out the woodworks with a bunch of shit. And it might have made people upset or uncomfortable, but I have to like I want to get down to the truth of this stuff because y'all don't understand that tarot it comes all the way back from like Egypt. Like Sumerian secrets are in the tarot deck, but no one knows that because they're using fucking. I don't even have like I mean, shit. They're using like mock decks, and it's not that mock decks aren't good, but this is a 72-page book of secrets that people are sleeping on, and I'm about to show y'all. But like, I got all sorts of decks. I love collecting decks. I love the different types of decks. But it's just like, if you're gonna read tarot, you better stick with the Rider-Waite, because that's where it hits. Everything else is an artist rendition, but the Rider-Waite, especially when you get down to studying who the fuck Pamela is. When you get down with that and you realize that she was in a society with Aleister Crowley and the likes of them, and they got together and they painted all these cards, and all these cards, when they're laid out together, make a gigantic big picture. There's an actual like order that these cards were painted in. I swear to God, Pamela had all the fucking like easels with the shits on them and was painting them side by side. I'm convinced of it. Like there's truth in this deck that people don't look at because they're so obsessed with what their ex is doing or entertainment purposes. It's like, I don't know, man. It has Bible references in this. It goes back to Egypt. There's Sphinx. I mean, obviously there's sphinxes in the deck. We know that already. But there's Cain and Abel in it. There's so many things in this deck that people just don't, that are like, they overlook. Like the fact that the Fools, I forgot what it's called, but the reason those sleeves are like that is because, you know, when a baby bird's about to fly out the nest and its wings are like that, I forgot what it's actually called. They're made like that in that fashion because that's literally the baby bird, you dropping from mother down to earth. You're being birthed into the water. That's why you're jumping off a cliff into water. You're being birthed into from a ship down into this vessel, which is your ship, because you're the captain of it. And you sit to a dock or to get your rope cut so your anchor's removed. And then you're a citizen, you're under citizenship. I don't know. Some of y'all will get it, some of y'all won't. It's okay. Keep walking. Keep walking with this, we'll let you know. Oh yeah, listen. The spiritual psychosis, that's the one thing I really want to break, because it's like, it's the double-edged sword. It's the snake's tongue. Yeah, different name. I got a different name. We had a little rebrand a few months back. But that's the thing with spiritual psychosis. It's the snake. It's the forked tongue. It's a double-edged sword. Everything in life is a double-edged sword. You say something that's going to help someone, it hurts them instead. It's the double-edged sword, just how it is. It's the snake's tongue. Be careful what you speak of. The snake is the guardian of the truth that gave Eve the apple. I don't know. I'm just letting y'all know what I researched. And what I know. And what things can back up on. You know what I mean? But it's like, when you're not ready, you're not ready. But it doesn't matter if you're ready or not, because when you hear it, it changes your molecular system. It changes your whole molecular, your cellular makeup. And it makes, even though you might not get it, your offspring is going to get it. Or maybe it clicks with you later down in the road. Doesn't matter. I don't want to see the reaction if it clicks with someone or not. I just want to be there to get that in your system so that we can end these weird cycles. Yeah, some people aren't able to shake it off. And, you know, all you can really do for them is send them love. Like, there ain't no reason to hate anyone. People will stay where they gotta stay. Some people aren't ready for it. Some people are. It's really a personal thing. So it's whatever, you know. But you have to be able to make those sort of calls out into the crowd to see who is ready, so that you can move forward and do the things. Am I Muslim? No. I am not Muslim. I can be, but I'm not. See, that's the thing. Growing up, everyone would call me, if I had facial hair, I was Muslim. If I had short hair, I was Mexican. Thank God. Why would you thank God that I'm not Muslim? That's the exact opposite thing that you would want to do. Why would you thank Allah? Why would you thank Allah that I'm not Muslim? That makes no sense. That's like breaking. Oh my God. You're silly. You're saying God. And you're talking about Muslim. Okay. I see where you're at. Don't worry. I know exactly where you're at when it comes down to like religion. That's okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Do people not educate themselves? Like, I get the whole, like, we hate religion or whatever, people. I get that, but do you do your research at least? Come on. Yeah, I'm just wearing a hood. Do y'all know what wearing a hood does? You know what this means? You know what a hood on top of someone's head means? It means fuck off and leave me alone. Actually, when you wear a hood, that's a spiritual thing to keep spirits away from you. It's a blocking. Because guess what? It's blocking my crown. It's blocking my ears. I can't hear nothing I don't want to hear. I can't get anything up here I don't want to hear. It's blocked off. It's the same thing why anyone would wear like a hijab or anything of that nature. It's the same thing. It's to block out certain connections so you only get what you want. Don't mean I'm Muslim. That's why you wear head wraps. It keeps your head safe. It keeps your hair protected. What's your hair? Your hair is your antenna. How else do you connect with your antenna? It's all it is. It's just protection. Ain't got nothing to do with religion, baby. Especially it's probably because I was wearing white. But then again, why would wearing white mean that I'm Muslim? You would just assume. I don't know what you would assume. You would assume I was Muslim. I would keep it like that for real. But like purity. The lamb was fleece was white as snow. Y'all ever hear of Mary Had a Little Lamb? You hear these things yet before? Am I the only one that knows nursery rhymes up in this joint? Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm from the U.S. Yeah, I'm from the U.S. I am from the... Well, I'm from my mother. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I'm from the U.S. I was born in Ohio. I'll tell you that. I don't live there no more. I never really lived in Ohio. I kind of like was born and then like was moved around. Yeah, like it's the same thing like why you would wear a scarf around your neck. Like I see a lot of people when they do readings, they'll wear scarves. It's to protect their throat chakra so they don't go say some weird bullshit that they don't want to say. You know, it's just protection. It's covering it up. What does wearing clothes do? It covers you. It protects you from unwanted eyes seeing certain parts of you. That's all it is. People want to say that I take it too deep, and then you got those. It's like who's really thinking deep here? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Thank you for coming to Earth however many years ago it was today. Do you visit places, travel other countries? I want to. I want to travel and visit other countries. I have not yet, though. I have a list of places that I want to go, but I haven't been there. Jesus, man. Mr. Sloth, you're on one. Going to Buc-ee's is a spiritual experience. Let me tell you. Going into stores and being like, man, I don't want to buy anything, and then you end up buying 1,000 things, that's temptation, bro. You just committed a sin. You better go up and repent. You better, oh my God. Hands and knees on the floor, head down, like actually. Nah, I don't really want to go to Indonesia. That's not really a place I had in mind. I did want to get like a, what is it called? A tea leaf. No, is it a tea leaf? No, I don't think it is. I think it is a tea leaf reading. I wanted to get a tea leaf reading a while ago, like a few years back, but I haven't really thought about it much. I might go to Indonesia. I'm not really sure, but it's not really a place like on my mind. In Greece, nah, I don't really want to go to Greece. Greece isn't really a place I want to go. I don't know. I don't know, like, I really want to go, like, to Jamaica and, like, Egypt. I want to go to, like, fuck, I forgot the name of the island. But it's it's where ISIS originated from. Fuck. Like Isis the goddess. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gotta like talk about it like that. I forgot where it's at, but I want to go there too. India? Listen, I might go to India. Okay, listen. If I go to India, it's for the food. I gotta be honest. I love Indian food. Like, I will eat it day in, day out. I love Indian food. I would go there for a spiritual experience, and then I would eat so much food that I wouldn't be able to walk, and then that would be my entire trip. That would be my entire trip. No, we have an Indian restaurant like close by, and I'm trying to get someone to go with me to that restaurant so we can eat. I want to eat there in person because I haven't ate there in person, right? I want to get someone to go with me, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I would love to have Indian food," but no one wants to go there. That's my favorite food. I don't know. Honestly, dragon fruit. My favorite food is actually dragon fruit. I'm not gonna lie. I will eat a dragon fruit anytime, any day. Doesn't matter if it's like at 4 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter if it's for like breakfast. I will eat it anytime. Garlic naan. Stop. That you're gonna get me to buy Indian food after this live ends. My phone's on 4%. It's gonna like die halfway through this stuff. Okay. That's what I need to do. Thank you. I'm gonna write an alarm. I'm making an alarm so I can go live more often on my phone. Because my phone is on 4% and it's about to die. So I'm gonna get off and then I'm gonna charge up my phone. And if I'm awake at an odd hour, maybe like 2, if I'm awake at like 2 a.m. and I can't go to bed, I'll probably pop back online. You know, just whatever. But regardless, I'm gonna go head off. I'm gonna work more on that tarot class. Tomorrow, I'm going to get the. So first of all, I'm having issues uploading some videos. I don't know why. It's only certain videos that don't want to upload. So what I'm gonna do for certain, because I know it will upload, I'm going to do the video on the swords for tarot. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And I'm gonna hopefully get up a trauma video. The trauma videos will not upload anymore for some reason. So I'm having issues with those. I'm gonna try to get a trauma video up. I'm gonna get the tarot reading up. Not a tarot reading, but the swords video, and I'm gonna be working on the tarot project. I'm gonna get all that stuff done. I might knock out the swords in the cups. The swords and the pinnacles. If the trauma video doesn't upload, I'm doing both the swords and the pinnacles just to knock them out. But regardless, thank you all for being here. Again, if you're interested in the tarot services, email me. We'll talk about it. If you're interested in any of my other services, in the description. If you want books to help you get knowledge, free books, they're literally just in a Google Drive for free. There's a bunch of them, like 450 plus books. Go in the description. Click on the Google Drive link. You'll get all those books. They're literally for free. You can download them. There's no restrictions on it. It's for you to be educated. There's vegan cookbooks. There's all sorts of stuff about the Anunnaki, about Nibiru, about intergalactic stuff, how to raise your frequency, 5D stuff, all sorts of things in there. It's not just one thing. There's a bunch of teachings in there. But regardless, thank you all so much for being here. I love each and every one of y'all to the moon and back, tenfold and forever, and I will see y'all later.